Have a look at this. Szoboszlai puts just a routine ball in the box, and they are absolutely queuing up. Diaz is waiting to probably has the easier option. Jota should do better.
This is for Van Dijk to get the ovation he deserves. Jarell Quansah, who's not always had it easy in this campaign, will come on for a triumphant final 5 minutes, but they stand for their captain.
Yeah, by examples as he normally does, and gets himself a goal. I'd say 10 out of 10 performance from him, clean sheet. Scores at the other end. Now he can rest his legs.
Yeah, time for him to enjoy it. Great spirit in this squad, big smile. Cody Gakpo and Virgil van Dijk.
He's looking a pretty bleak season at the moment, isn't it, for Spurs? You know, you feel they've dropped out of maybe finishing in the top 5 spot in the Premier League. Yes, they're still in the FA Cup, Villa Sunday and Europa League. It's probably their only cup you feel that they might have half a chance in. And
yeah, I was going to say Europa League's probably their best chance now. I mean, joking aside what I said earlier about Villa and your history with them, but I mean that's a tough one at the weekend in the FA Cup. They could win it, and then it might open up for them in that competition, but can have an eye on the Europa League. Just playing out the final moments, aren't we here? We know Liverpool are in the final. Just thinking, I mentioned Richard Hughes and his job that he took over in the summer at Liverpool. Of course, it'll be a reunion with him and Eddie Howe in the final. Great friends, former centre-half partners, and colleagues and friends at Bournemouth as well. Lots of little subplots, that'll be one of them. What a history between those clubs anyway. Some games between them over the years. Just instantly conjures up that image of Stan Collymore. That incredible game, all those... Kanate. Robertson.
I think the one thing that I will say about Liverpool is that they are good to watch, aren't they? They really are. I mean, when they're at it, even just approaching the 90-minute mark, and they're still looking forward. They're still looking to go and get a 5th goal.
With Mattis Tell, they won't have learnt much about him. He looks very assured, very confident. Well, with his pedigree and what he's done so far, he should be.
It's a tough one to judge anyone, isn't it, tonight? Liverpool have been brilliant.
How many will they add to the Spurs torture? 3 added minutes. Time for Spurs to grab what would only be a scant consolation. Spence keeps fighting impressively as well, and Son to curl one. And really, when you look back, the one he hit, the great run, the underside of the bar, that was their final chance, wasn't it? Because that would have made it interesting.
Yeah, it was a opportunity there for Son. They just haven't offered enough going forward whatsoever. I mean, yes, they've sat back, and then they've had to pick their times when they can.
Most enjoyable evening. Not if you're a Spurs fan, but it's been a really good tie. Spurs grabbing that first leg at home, knowing deep down how hard this would be, giving it a real go. The second goal from Mo Salah from the penalty spot still didn't really seal it. Spurs still very much in it, but then the goals from Szoboszlai and Van Dijk took it away from them.
To be honest, I mean, obviously they've had to change that style, haven't they, from trying to get back into the game. I probably would have liked to have seen them do that pretty much from the start, and I know that it's easy me sat here saying that, but I just think that the inevitable eventually happens, particularly with this Liverpool side. It's relentless in front of goal.
Maybe one final moment of relentlessness. Bradley. Now Elliott. Well, if you're a Plymouth fan watching this, you'd be interested, wouldn't you? I mean, it'll be a changed team at the weekend.
There's some atmosphere, as I said, at the weekend. I tell you what, it really was.
Yeah, they can sing a song down there, can't they? But unfortunately for them, nice playing surface as well, which will help Liverpool. Can they round it off now with a fifth? Not quite. Didn't open up for Harvey Elliott as he'd hoped.
Tell you what, he's had some nice touches, hasn't he, Tell, when he's come on.
More than enough for a place in an English domestic final for Arne Slot, maybe the first of many. His triumphant time so far as Liverpool manager gets closer and closer to its first trophy. Gakpo sent them on their way with a thumping far post finish. Then Salah from the spot after his sublime pass had teed up Nunez. A foul from Kinski, then Szoboszlai made it 3 before captain Virgil van Dijk with an excellent header from a corner made it 4, and Spurs blown away in the second half. Son went close, didn't he? A goal that could still have made an impact on the game. Gray was absolutely outstanding. Danso did well on debut, but in the end he can't wait for big names to come back in